On November 16, 2022, world-renowned century-old high-fashion brand Balenciaga dropped their holiday season ad campaign for 2022, titled Gift Shop. The campaign quickly went viral due to the public becoming concerned, then outraged, over the fact that the ad campaign was centered around photos featuring children holding teddy bears that had black eyes, fishnets, harnesses, or were overall BDSM themed. News sites almost immediately labeled the social media outrage as a wacky conspiracy theory, but this did not stop the iconic brand from making multiple apology statements and removing all of the advertisements. And in the following days, as people began to dig deeper into the company's internet activity over the years, the brand abruptly removed their Twitter handle and nuked their Instagram account, which is sitting at over 14 million followers. So, what were they trying to hide? Was this just a surface-level instance of bad taste, a reckless mistake, or a representation of a dark element among the elite inner circle of the fashion industry? In this video, I'll be covering every bit of relevant information I could find while watching this play out over the last couple weeks. Even if this were a one-time incident, I'd still have a lot of questions due to the amount of scrutiny and planning that goes into these luxury brand ad campaigns. Every detail is carefully pored over by artists, editors, designers, and often full committees to ensure success. Meaning that even if the gift shop holiday ad campaign pictures were the only issue, it would still be a major red flag. In a few moments, I'll highlight some of the strange references, of which there are many, in the holiday ad campaign photos. But first, let's take a look at the ad campaign that dropped 5 days after Gift Shop. This was the 2023 Garde-Robe campaign. In my opinion, some of the most shocking details were found when visiting the website's homepage and saw the 2023 Garde-Robe photos. The homepage featured this photo, a promotional image advertising a collaborative campaign with Adidas. As you can see, prominently featured in this image is this document. And to break it down simply while also trying not to upset the algorithm, the case document was from the United States v. Williams, a 2008 Supreme Court ruling that upheld part of a federal CP law known as the PROTECT Act, finding it was not in violation of the First Amendment right to free speech or expression. Basically, Michael Williams had been arrested for attempting to sell CP images of his minor daughter to an FBI agent. He was arrested and charged for possession and pandering. Williams tried to argue that his crime, trying to sell exploitative images of his underage daughter, was a protective freedom of expression of some kind under the PROTECT Act of 2003, which protected virtual or animated CP imagery as long as the images were not obscene. But the Supreme Court denied this challenge. So, of all the billions of pages of court documents, the one that shows up front and center in Balenciaga's ad campaign references virtual or animated CP as a protected free speech. What are the odds this was an accident? An oversight? Well, I think the odds get drastically worse when you look at the books in the background of one of the other images from the Garde-Robe campaign. The top book is by Michael Borman, who made an art book called Fire from the Sun. Just a warning, don't Google the title as the images may be disturbing. I can't risk showing any of Borman's work from Fire from the Sun because it all consists of children covered in blood, dismembered limbs, and similar disturbing, abusive iconography. Though not all of Borman's work is equally grotesque, much of it evokes a sense of dread and seems to be centered around submission, dismemberment, blood, shame, and ritual practices. One even shows men performing what looks like cannibalism. When Borman's work was shown at the David Zwirner Gallery, the gallery described Mr. Borman's paintings as, quote, toddlers engaged in playful but mysterious acts with sinister overtones and insinuations of violence. Another book visible in the photo is the Cremaster Cycle. The Cremaster Cycle is a series of 5 feature-length films, sculptures, photographs, drawings, and art books. Created by American artist Matthew Barney, the Cremaster Cycle was made over a period of 8 years, 1994 to 2002, and culminated in a major exhibition at the Guggenheim Museum. Supposedly, this was actually in conjunction with some of Michael Borman's paintings. Its concept is based on the male cremaster muscle, the primary function of which is to raise and lower the testes in response to temperature. The project is filled with anatomical allusions to the position of the reproductive organs during the embryonic process of sexual differentiation. So, the guy spent 8 years on a multimedia art show about nuts.